back to SKEE TV, coming to you from our studios right here on Sunset and Vine at the LA Film School. Now, we're not going to waste your time anymore. It's time to get to our guest of the evening, the one and only Mr. Action Bronson. What up? There we go.
There it is.
There it is. It's right. Welcome
Finally.
in. So, last time you came up here, you looked very European. Tonight, not so much. What is it, Desert Storm?
It's a little Middle Eastern twist, Persian-ish.
So I felt so good because I remember I was listening to Blue Chips too, and all of a sudden I hear my voice on there. And I'm doing
right.
that. What's the quote we're gonna get tonight for the next mixtape?
I don't know, man. Let's see what happens.
It's blowing up. I mean,
I usually look European, but tonight, I don't know.
How am I looking tonight?
You're very northwest.
Northwest.
I think,
I
ish.
agree.
You know what? You're Williamsburg-ish. It's like it's a good. I like the cut off fucking thing.
Try it, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
We got our studios coming.
Oh, you
to
could
Williamsburg,
curse?
too.
My bad.
You can do what you want. All right.
I'm all over the place. You shouldn't have had me waiting for an hour and a half. I got too high.
My bad, bro. So, Coachella. What was it like being out there for you, man?
It's incredible. It's good times. You know, it was early slot, but I turned it up early in the heat.
Yeah.
Made it hard for the people afterwards, man, you know?
I saw you running around the crowd, getting in with it. Are you ever scared of jumping out in the crowd and what some crazy fans gonna do, or?
Nah, I tried to jump into the crowd, but they were like forming a barricade of like trying to like touch me, so I couldn't thrust my thighs over the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can get the thrust in,
Yeah,
right?
you have that issue sometimes?
I try not to.
So I just kept on trying to go to different areas and it just wouldn't work. So I just ran in the middle, seen a couple of people, said what's up.
I heard you saw George Lopez out there.
That was the homie, he came to see me.
So he came to see you?
Apparently, that's what he said.
Wow, what was your conversation like with him?
Just lots of conversation, man, just good dude. The people that he was with were incredible people. Just, there was a lot of good connections made that day, honestly.
Yeah.
It was almost a fate type of thing for me because it was, like Carlos Santana is one of my biggest idols in the world, so the dude that was with George Lopez works security for Santana as well, and took a liking to me, and I told him about my little story, how I was scared like a little schoolgirl to say what's up to Santana when I was in South Africa with M, and he's like, don't worry, dog, I'll make the introduction, da-da-da. I was like, I almost cried.
Would we ever see a record of you guys together?
That's what I'm hoping for, man. You kidding me?
What would that sound like?
Heaven.
Heavy.
Life. Life itself.
Life itself is great.
Straight up, man.
Now, let's talk about the album real quick.
Yeah.
How does it feel to finally have, I mean, you've come out with other projects and stuff. What does even an album for you nowadays consist of?
I mean, I
Between,
gave it to the world, man. That Mr. Wonderful is the album. It's a really, you know, it's a all put together project, you know, from start to finish. It's a painting. It's a piece of art. I'm out here. I feel incredible.
So what is
Wunderbar.
What does that mean?
It means wonderful in German.
Okay. How many languages do you know?
17.
Wow. What's your favorite?
Gaelic.
Wow. How'd you learn that?
From a good friend of mine back in Queens. Came straight from Meath, which is in Ireland.
Pretty epic now.
Yeah.
Did you think you'd be traveling around the world when you first started rapping? What was it, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Did you think this would really take you this far, or was it more of a side project?
I had no idea where this was gonna take me, man. I'm just riding the wave, honestly. This was all a surprise. I didn't think I was gonna be doing anything like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. I'm not, you know, it's just goes to show you when I put my mind to something, I could pretty much do whatever I want.
Did people take you serious when you first started?
I didn't take myself serious, you know what I mean? Other people did. They would tell me that they like it, that it was good, but I was like, yo, man, I don't know. I really wasn't sure, you know what I'm saying? So, and I know my friends wouldn't lie to me. They would love to tell me that I'm the biggest piece of trash around, you know?
How do they say that now? How do they keep your head straight? Because now, I mean,
we constantly they make fun of me all the time.
What's something that hurts you that they say? Is there anything that actually really gets
that
you?
I've changed.
Really? That's the way to get to you?
Of course.
Do you feel like you've changed?
No.
How do you stay the same with all this attention? Like, that's got to be one of the toughest things.
You live a meager life, of not really like buying crazy things and dressing in fancy clothes, and it doesn't really interest me. I'm interested more in the arts.
Yeah.
If you immerse yourself in things that aren't like so money, I mean art is now, but so money, this, that, jewelry, fucking cars, this, that. We like all that stuff, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
It doesn't. If you had $1 billion, what would you do with that today? You didn't. Would you still rap? Would you still tour? Would you? I don't know.
I'm sure I would, because you would be bored without it. There's only so much stuff you could buy to keep your attention for, there's gonna be something new.
Yeah.
Something new every day comes out. So of course you need to read, you need to do all kinds of, watch movies.
Yeah.
Just keep your mind sharp. Ginkgo biloba,
It's true.
goji berries.
Is it goji or gogi?
I'm gonna say goji.
I'm gonna say goji. We'll figure it out
All right.
after. You actually use goji berries?
I do all kinds of health remedies and stuff like that for my brain.
Now, what's your least favorite food? Everybody knows and sees all your shows and everything. What's your least favorite food out there?
Baked salmon.
Baked salmon. I was gonna order that from Bossa Nova.
Bro, listen, man, I would have thrown it on the floor. I would have hit it into the air out of your hand, and then I would have presented you with the Philly cheesesteak. Just because I hate this, it smells so. I used to work in the kitchen in the mornings, and I used to do brunch, and the smell of salmon fat sizzling is one of the most nauseating smells, and my mother likes to cook it in the house, and I hate it, and she does it purposely just so I would leave.
Now, one of my favorite things you've done is actually curate your own, I guess, food section of a festival, which I saw at the Odd Future Carnival this past year. And you had something. I'm a vegetarian, so you had something for me.
We did.
You had what? Lettuce-wrapped lettuce? And it was $5.
We had lettuce-wrapped lettuce just for you, man.
Just for me. And what was in lettuce wrap? Was it just
lettuce wrapped with lettuce with a lettuce sauce?
And did anybody actually order that?
Of course, it was novelty. Listen, that festival, I brought in a man named Lee Tiernan from UK, and this guy cooks meat, you know what I mean? He's a barbecue guy, pit master, smoking shoulders of animals here and there. And, we had to bring my favorite dish from my series, F That's Delicious, on Vice Munchies.
When is that coming to TV, dude?
I mean, listen, when is it coming? I don't know. I don't
We'll
know.
put it on. Let's put it on after this show,
I can't
maybe.
quite. Let's go. Let's get it on.
Touring. You got to hit the road.
Hitting the road. I'm on tour right now, Mr. Wonderful Tour, coming to a city near you.
Now, where are you excited to go the most? Anywhere
Man,
that
you
puts
know
on
what?
better shows?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I really, really, really enjoy going to Toronto. Toronto is one of those places that, from the beginning, that I started performing in 2011, my first show up there, they've been going nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been going absolutely nuts. And this year I'm headlining a big festival up there, North by Northeast.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy about that.
And you also on the album worked with 40, right?
I sure did.
And he usually doesn't work with people, Drake's guy that doesn't shout to 40. He doesn't usually work with people outside of the OVO camp. How'd you guys kind of get aligned?
Man, I don't know. I guess he just, he wanted to work with someone different this year and made a banger. You know what I mean? Like, I guess he had to get the clearance and everything, but I heard that he wanted to work with me, and he mentioned it to me, and I'm obviously a fan of him, so
that's awesome.
It just worked good.
You've worked with so many people, so many different people. We saw Alchemist out earlier, which I don't think gets his due respect, and all those people. Who do you feel like you have the best chemistry with in the studio? Is there one that stands out, or are they all great for different reasons?
I mean, with Alchemist, Party Supplies, we have incredible, chemistry. We're all really like-minded and different in many ways, so it's just a good mixture and like with ideas, but like Static.
Yes.
With Mark Ronson, 88 Keys, like I had great rapport with him.
All good dudes.
Exactly. That's really what it's all about. I like working with good people and just that are very focused on the same things I am.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite record off your album right now?
Man, I love the joint that I'm singing on that 88 Keys and Party Supplies produced called City Boy Blues, but it's hard to take over Easy Rider.
What's the defining record you feel like of your career so far? Like if somebody was to say, check out Action Bronson, here's one song that defines him.
Easy Rider. Man, that's like That's like the song that
Hip-hop,
I've
yeah.
always wanted to make or hear, you know what I mean?
The video's
And
kind of crazy.
Terry is a close second. Just because when I heard that, when we made that beat, it was like, yo, there's these beats in hip-hop that you just hear and you're like, damn, I wish that was mine. And this is one of them and it's mine, you know? It's one of those beats that is gonna last forever and ever and people are gonna listen to it and be like, what the hell was going on when they made that?
Yeah. Do you feel like one of the reasons you're so successful is because you kind of don't fall into the same hip-hop trends that everybody would expect? You don't have the gold chains, you're wearing shorts, you're in New Balance with the desert hat, and you don't have the typical look of the rapper. Do you feel like people have gravitated towards you because of that now? I'm sure it was tougher kind of
Absolutely.
breaking in.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is just me. This is how this is what I wear. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, people gravitate towards people who are being themselves, I feel.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
What's it been like kind of getting the respect now of all your peers in hip-hop? There's been some crazy like convos or DMs from
Yeah.
people that are like, yo,
Yeah.
love your album. What's been the crazy, like a couple people that you kind of were surprised to hear hit you up?
Kanye, fucking Warren G.
Wow. What did they
Like-
say?
Just saying that they really dig me and just likewise, you know what I mean? Like, who else?
I heard Tyler has a crush on you. I saw him backstage. looking
Yeah,
for you.
Tyler's the man. He's a good kid, man. He's a very talented human being, you know? Like, I just get along with all the Odd Future kids, man. They're all, like, fam, real
Yeah.
good people, man.
Absolutely. Now, if you only had to be known, I guess, in history, looking back on this for being one thing, what is Action? Is it a musician? Is it a cook? Is it an actor? Is it, what is it?
I'm just an all-around incredible human being, you know what I mean?
Couldn't have ended it off any better than that. Mr. Wonderful himself,
man.
Action Bronson, thank you so much.
Hug me,
Brother.
I said hug me. Hug me.
There we go. This is going to be on the mixtape. Next one right now. Before you get to your next performance, let's take it to OT Genesis performing Coco from the SKEE TV stage next door at the Ivar Theater. Yeah.